Welcome back, welcome back. All right, so today we're going to talk about medical bills and how they reported on your credit report. Now, I know a lot of us has been misled with a lot of things that we hear out there with medical bills, and people saying that it does hurt your credit, it does not hurt your credit. Well, the truth is it does hurt your credit. So again, and I can't stress this enough, first thing you need to do is pull your credit report to see what's on your credit report, especially if you got medical bills, right? I always recommend that you get some kind of credit monitoring system, meaning like Identity IQ, My Free Score Now, Credit Smart, it's a few other ones. I'm not gonna name all of them. I'm not getting paid for advertising these companies, but get you a credit monitoring system. That way, every 30 days, you could view a brand new credit report to see if things have been added to your credit or if things have been removed from your credit, right? That's the best thing to do. Another thing, different states have different laws. So the laws in Georgia may be different in your state. So you have to do a little bit more research depending on what state you're in. But a couple of things that should not report to your credit report, and the government also made a deal with the three bureaus to not report certain medical stuff to your credit report, but again, they do. So a couple of things that shouldn't report. So say for instance, you had to go to the ER, you had to get an ambulance, something like that. You got this big old medical bill and you never paid it. You owe thousands of dollars. It went to collections and eventually you went on and paid it. That should not still be reporting to your credit report, but in a lot of cases it still does, and it should be automatically removed. Another thing, if a bill that you got from somebody, a hospital or somebody like that, and it's less than $500, that shouldn't be reported to your credit report because it doesn't qualify, right? So we need to investigate these things. A lot of times it's a lot of insurance issues, something is coded wrong, or it could just be a duplicate account that's on your credit report. Sometimes it may come back through a different agency, a collection agency, so that's why it's vital that you actually investigate and look at your report monthly, right? That's the most crucial thing of them all, investigating your credit report every month. But you got places like the CFPB where we can actually write up these letters, send it to them, to send to the bureaus to get these kind of derogatory marks removed from our credit, because a lot of people, like I said, they feel like that medical bills don't hurt, but they actually do. When you go on to purchase a home, a car, or whatever it may be, when those banks run your credit report, they see these things, and a lot of times you'll get denied because they'll feel like that if you're not going to pay for something like a medical bill that's got something to do with your health, why would you pay your mortgage? Why would you pay your car note? So you have to remember, when you're dealing with banks and you're trying to get different loans from people, the underwriter is a person just like you are. So they'll see those things and they make that determining factor. So why not get the medical stuff removed from your credit? Therefore, you have no reason for them to even see that, for them to even judge you in that way of thinking like, well, this person, he didn't pay his medical bill. He had to go to the hospital X amount of times or whatever, right? So review your report. If you have something on there that look like it's something that was coded wrong, something that's dealing with the insurance company that you had when you went in the hospital, or something of that sort, investigate it. Make sure all the information matches up, meaning like dates, meaning like amounts, the work was done, like I say, the coding, and I don't know all the coding for medical, so I can't get on here and tell you what codes to look for, but you can Google these things, look it up, see what they billed you for, see if it's billed properly, see if the insurance was actually supposed to cover. Because a lot of times, a lot of this stuff, it gets coded wrong, and the insurance don't want to pay it because the hospital coded it the wrong way, and you may not even supposed to even pay for that, right? So at the end of the day, the best thing we could do, look into those medical bills. If it's a paid off medical bill, dispute it to get it off your credit. If it's less than $500, dispute it to get it off your credit. If it is more than $500, look to see if anything was improperly billed, improperly coded. We got to get it off your credit because it does hurt your credit at the end of the day. All right, so I'm not sure who this worked or helped, but if this helped you out, drop a comment below. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. If you need more information on medical bills and how to get them off, you can reach out to me and my team. We'll get back with you as soon as possible to investigate your credit report and see what we could do to help you out.